Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to talk about 15 fantastic and really useful idioms that you can use when describing your hometown to the examiner for the IELTS speaking section. So make sure you stay tuned because you don't want to miss these idioms because they would actually be useful in any topic you may get, even if it's not hometown related questions. But I did choose hometown because I do know that it's one of the most common questions people get asked on the IELTS speaking exam. So let me just open up. So the first idiom I wanted to discuss with you is if the examiner asks you a question like, what do you like most about your hometown, which is probably one of the most common questions, you could say something like, my hometown is like a mixing pot of cultures where people from different places and backgrounds live together, sharing their unique traditions and ways of life. So, what exactly does mixing pot of cultures means? When somebody says a mixing pot or melting pot of cultures, this literally means that the town is home to people from various cultural backgrounds, and that particular neighborhood actually has a very diverse and multicultural environment. So the second idiom I wanted to discuss is, you may use it for a question like, can you describe your hometown? You could say something like this: people often remember my hometown as being quite friendly. It's a close knit community where everyone knows each other. So, when you are referring to close knit community, that literally means that it's a community where people have very strong relationships and they are like family more than just neighbors. So I want you to try to use these type of idioms when you are describing your hometown to the examiner, just because this would actually impress the examiner, because you are able to speak a higher level of English, because native English speakers do speak natural spoken English with idioms on a daily basis. So let's get to the next one. The next idiom I wanted to discuss is hidden gems with picturesque landscapes. So, pretty much, if the examiner asks you a question like, what is the sense of community like in your hometown? You could respond with something like, the town is actually a hidden gem with picturesque landscapes. My hometown is a true hidden gem that offers a breathtaking mountainous views. So as you see here, picturesque landscape shows you exactly what the picture shows: very beautiful landscape where you think you're looking at a photo instead of an actual area. That's so beautiful, guys. And remember, these are the exact ways native English speakers talk. So I want you to really practice these type of idioms when you are practicing for your IELTS speaking, guys. I want you to actually try to talk in front of a mirror and try to record yourself actually responding to these questions, just because this is a great way for you to be able to see your mistakes and where exactly you need to improve on. So the fourth idiom is a vibrant metropolitan that never sleeps. So what are the natural features that make your hometown special? So one thing you could say is, from skyscrapers to bustling markets and a thriving nightlife, my hometown is a vibrant metropolis that never sleeps. Pretty much an area that never sleeps. It's very busy all the time, and try to use these type of idioms when you are responding to the examiner. And number 5 is Can you describe the atmosphere and energy of your hometown? So one thing you could say is walking through the cobblestone streets and ancient landmarks. It's evident that my hometown is steeped in history and heritage. So just like it says, the idiom history and heritage steeped in history and heritage, this pretty much means that your hometown has a lot of historical facts behind it. You could speak highly of it because it has such beautiful areas. And these are words that you could use, especially if you come from a hometown that is very old, very ancient, and very historic, where you can discuss these type of things to the examiner. So let's say the examiner asks you something like, what is the local cuisine like in your hometown? You could say something like, the local cuisine in my hometown is a true feast from the senses where flavors from all around the world come together in a culinary melting pot. What does culinary melting pot mean? That means pretty much so many cultures, so many traditions come together, and there's such a diverse range of food that you could find in your hometown, and it's been mixed within the cultures, so it is considered a culinary melting pot. And how about this one, guys? Number 7 is your hometown known for any traditional festivals or events? You could say something like, yes, my hometown is actually known to be a hub of festivities where traditional events paint the town red and bring the community together in a joyous celebration. So, what exactly does paint the town red mean? Paint the town red literally means to go out and enjoy yourself in a lively and extravagant manner, often as part of a celebration or a social gathering. So, guys, I really, really, before we move on to the rest, I really want you to think about and consider these idioms that we are going through today. I don't want you to just watch this video and not try to practice these idioms. The only way you will get better, the only way you will improve in your English is by practicing and trying to really, really improve your speaking by speaking in front of a mirror, maybe recording yourself on the phone, guys. And make sure you do this if you want to see improvements, because that way you can watch yourself and actually see where you need the most help in. Maybe you can have a friend who's a native English speaker listen to your answer and try to tell you where exactly you are lacking in, or how you could fix or how you can adjust your speaking. So let's move on to the next one. I wanted to talk about um, number 8. So let's say the examiner asks you a question like, how would you describe the people in your hometown? The best way to answer this question is say something like, the people in my hometown are as warm as toast. They're always ready to lend a helping hand and make you feel welcome in their community. So just like warm as toast pretty much means that they make you feel welcome. They are very high in hospitality. They know how to make you feel like you belong and you're one of them. And this is when you could use warm as toast. You could even use this idiom in many different other topics. So that's why it's important that you practice these idioms I'm teaching you today. So moving along to number 9. Number 9 says, what are some advantages of living in your hometown? So let's say the examiner asks you this question. One way you could answer with this idiom is say, living in my hometown has its perks. It's like a bed of roses, often a peaceful and charming environment, abundant job opportunities, and a close proximity to essential amenities. So, what exactly does a bed of roses mean? When you hear this type of idiom, it means uh, a very comfortable situation with a pleasant and favorable conditions, just like this photo of this hometown shows. It seems really relaxing, peaceful, and this is the idiom you could use when you are describing your comfort level of a particular place within your hometown, or any other question you could use this idiom in. And how about this one is number 10. Number 10 says, uh, number 10, I'm sorry, it's just blocking it. Are there any environmental issues in your hometown? So, the best way to answer this question is you could say something like, yes, my hometown does face some environmental issues, but we're not sweeping them under the rug. The company is actively taking steps to address them, implementing initiatives that aim to reduce pollution, conserve resources, and promote sustainability, ensuring that we leave no stone unturned in our quest for a greener future. So, once again, sweeping under the rug, when you sweep something under the rug, it means you are ignoring it. You don't want to talk about it. Uh, you just pretend like it doesn't happen. But in this context, it's saying that we're not sweeping it under the rug. So that means we are not ignoring this situation. Rather, we are going to take action, and we are going to try to make a change for these environmental issues. Remember that you can use this idiom, sweeping under the rug, when you are discussing any type of decision, any topic the examiner asks you. You could use this type of idiom. And check out number 11. Number 11 says, what industries or economic activities are prominent in your hometown? Actually, in my hometown, the tech industry is booming and has become the driving force behind the local economy, putting us on the map as a rising star in the world of innovation. Startups and tech companies have sprouted like mushrooms, creating a dynamic and competitive business environment. So, sprouted like mushrooms literally means that's how fast certain companies are growing within my hometown. How much change I've seen rapidly, which means very quickly, just like mushrooms sprout very quickly. That's how fast businesses are developing in my home country. And remember, you could use this idiom, sprouted like mushrooms, and lots of other topics for the IELTS speaking section. So, moving along to number 12, the 12th idiom I wanted to discuss is a piece of cake. So, how would you describe the transportation system in your hometown? So, this is an example question the examiner may ask you. Well, the transportation system in my hometown is well oiled, ensuring smooth commuting and connectivity throughout the city. With an extensive network of buses, trains, and even bike lanes, getting from one place to another is a piece of cake. The efficient infrastructure and reliable public transportation options make it a breeze for residents and visitors alike to navigate through the town. So, piece of cake literally means something that's very easy to take. So, in this context, it means that it's very easy to use the transportation system within the hometown because of how easy, how efficient, how fast, and how simple it is to get around town. And this is an idiom you could use for, like I said, lots of different topics within the IELTS speaking section. And how about number 13? Check it out. So, number 13 is elephant in the room. So, let's say the examiner asks you, are there any particular challenges or issues that your hometown faces? Yes, my hometown does have its own set of challenges. One issue that stands out is the elephant in the room, traffic congestion. With the increasing number of vehicles on the road, commuting has become a daily struggle for many residents. The local government is implementing measures to address this issue, such as improving public transportation and building additional roads. So when you hear the idiom elephant in the room, it literally means pointing to that one specific issue, that one specific problem, which is traffic congestion. So remember, this is a great idiom you could use on your exam, guys. Remember that you need to level up. You need to get that high band in order to pass your IELTS exam, guys. This is why I am sitting here today making these videos, because I genuinely want to see you succeed on your IELTS exam. You ladies deserve it. You ladies deserve to pass and work that job of your dreams in an English speaking country. And guys, the fourth idiom says, cut above the rest. So let's say the examiner asks you a question like, how does the education system in your hometown compare to others? So, what exactly could you say for this? The best thing you could say is, actually, the education system in my hometown is a cut above the rest. It offers a comprehensive and well rounded approach to learning. With highly qualified teachers and state of the art facilities, students receive top notch education that prepares them for future success. The emphasis on academic excellence, coupled with a nurturing environment, sets the education system in my hometown apart from others. So, cut above the rest literally means something that's a lot more higher quality than the rest of the education systems or the education curriculums. So, remember that when you use the idiom cut above the rest, you are referring to better quality, higher grade, higher quality, efficient education that is different and stand out from the others. And guys, last but not least, the next idiom that you could use is hidden gem. So let's say the examiner asks you a question like, would you recommend your hometown as a tourist destination? Why or why not? So the best way you could answer this question is say something like, absolutely, I actually would recommend my hometown as a tourist destination because it is a hidden gem with its breathtaking landscapes, rich cultural heritage, and warm hospitality. It offers a unique experience that is off the beaten path. Visitors will be able to discover the beauty that lies beneath the surface and explore the road less traveled. So, hidden gem literally means something that not too many people know about, or not too many people have heard about. So this area is a hidden gem. You could use hidden gem when you're describing somebody you are very proud of, or somebody who is very successful. They are a hidden gem. You could use this idiom when you are describing a place, a person. So remember that when you are using this type of idiom, guys. So let me know down in the comment box. I want you to try to use one of these idioms right in the comment box below. The 15 you learned in this video, choose one, write a sentence, and I will let you know if you are using it in the right context or not. It's so important to remember that it's one thing to know these idioms, but you really need to learn how to use them in the right context, guys. So let me know down in the comment box down below. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and let me know. I'm waiting for your response and I hope to see you soon. Bye now.